Hello there. Today, I shall be coming up with a way to remember streptococci, specifically streptococci pyogenes. So, starting off, obviously, they are gram positives. So, strep pyogenes. Now, when I look at pyogenes, I think of pyogenes, pirates. So pirates. Now pirates are very bloody creatures, as you would imagine. So beta hemolytic, a lot of destruction, bleeding, so on and so forth. Now they're very sensitive creatures. Like if you've watched Pirates of the Caribbean, you know that even the slightest of remarks can get them really pissed off. So sensitive to bacitracin. Right? Now all the meat they eat, food, makes them really gassy. So this would stand for Group A Streptococci. So important to remember they're Group A Streptococci from all the gas. Now, obviously you've heard of the R matey saying. So for this case, let's change it to PYR. So per, it's poor effort, but per matey, and these from bacteria are positive for this. So beta hemolytic, PYR positive, bacitracin sensitive. So let's move on to the different conditions they cause. So number one, from all that screaming, shouting, sore throat, which is pharyngitis. Next, you've always heard of pirates and sea travelers having scurvy. This is like basic science. Now, scurvy gives you bleeding in your gums, and if you're bleeding from your gums onto your tongue, it will give you a strawberry tongue. And then, being on the boat gives you nausea, vomiting, and this is a sign of scarlet fever. So that's where the link comes in. And 3, they haven't had showers for a while, so the rash, which is also from the scarlet fever. Then you have honey crusted lesions, which is impetigo, right? Then you could have like cellulitis and all of that, and that's because you haven't showered, you're a bit dirty, so on and so forth. Now you go on from the so something pirates love to say is R matey, at least from Pirates of the Caribbean, stereotyping there. The M. These bacteria have M proteins on them. And these M proteins can cause 2 different things. So one is rheumatic fever and one is acute glomerulonephritis. So RF, 2 letters, type 2 hypersensitivity. AGN, 3 letters, type 3 hypersensitivity. Now in rheumatic fever, the M proteins are mistaken for there's like M protein kind of antigens on the heart, and they're mistaken for these, which can cause autoimmunity as well. On a side note, that's not really relevant, to be honest. Anyway, so as they say, R matey, they swing their swords, and swinging their sword, they say hiya. That's more like a samurai thing to do, but I suppose pirates could do it as well. And as they say hiya, uronic acid. So they also contain the hyaluronic acid. Now, when you have rheumatic fever, you are so sick, and so would stand for streptolysin O. Streptolysin O, which is it's a toxin that they release, and streptolysin O, ASO titer, helps you diagnose RF. And in terms of the AGN, you have the Haya, so they merge together and you get anti-Haya titer used for AGN. Now going back in terms of the possible treatments for this, you would have two. So first, because they have cell walls, because they're gram-positive, you would give them penicillins, so beta-lactams. So this would include penicillins, cephalosporins, and carbapenems, depending on what you need. And if they happen to be resistant to these, then you would give them macrolide. If I'm not wrong, macrolide would be like azithromycin, erythromycin, so on and so forth. So yeah, that's one way to remember streptopyogenes. Thank you for listening.